It looks like stage is mine. We can close the door, please. You're not the younger one, but please. Okay, 10 years back, we thought we know everything about the data. But these days, we know very little, but at least we have a lot of data to prove we don't know everything. For 10th anniversary of DSC, I didn't bake a cake, but I bring you some numbers, so I'm more than happy to share it with you to see what is beyond the hype. Before we start, I steal this from legal department. Whatever I'm saying here is just my opinion, so my company can't suit me. You can expect more relaxed atmosphere, so I can swear a bit, because I like. Well, why beyond the hype? Honeymoon about AI data products and zillion startups are probably done. And now, real deal started and real race started. Also, we want to check beautiful relationship between the data we already mentioned and DevSecOps platform and AI and how it can leverage our business and your business, of course. And, well, I want to follow up on this wave because I got ahead a few years back on this conference and say it's CTWTD, and I don't know what does it mean. It means change the world through data, which I think is great stuff. Don't be this guy. I don't want to be this guy. You know the meme. I have a new one for you. More fluff, more nothing, and yeah, it's very bad, I would say. So I try to do something else and share numbers with you. I work in a company called GitLab, maybe you heard, maybe not, but what makes us unique is per many sources, we're one of the most transparent, probably, company in the world. I said probably just to be on the safe side, but I guarantee it's very close to that. We are using transparent model and want to be transparent because we are open source and open source from the beginning. We create to community and from community. If you see when GitLab failed, you can watch resolution on YouTube. When we went public, also it was recorded. I think it's publicly available on YouTube. So that's our story. We are all remote from the beginning. 0 offices, 0 problems for us. No headquarters, no satellite, no hub offices. Just all remote work. And probably we are the all remote company, biggest all remote company in the world. I can't claim, but probably find number like this. And we are a global leader in distributed work. That's about us. We need to do something to earn some money, right? So what we are doing, we are creating beautiful DevSecOps platform as a single application, so you, as a software engineers, data scientists, machine learning, AI engineers, any kind, can create a beautiful product. If this conference is maybe 2 years back, I would say this is DevOps product, but these days we change a bit and we call it DevSecOps platform, which is cool. You know Gartner Magic Quadrants. This is for DevSecOps platform. Top right corner is for us, together with our friends, to lead the journey for DevSecOps. But what is more surprising and very nice news from our side is AI Code Assistant, also Gartner Magic Quadrant. You can see us here as a leader with other companies around France. We try to go fast and create beautiful AI stuff for you. Where DevSecOps is going? By the way, who is using any kind of DevSecOps tool? I know for you, you're my colleagues. You? Less than half? I expect more, to be honest. And then let's decode it. What is DevSecOps? My friend told me you can call it DevSecOps, but it's a bit offensive, right? So let's stick with DevSecOps, please. Is it a tool, like a hammer, to help you sort out all of your issue with the nails each and every day? Or it's kind of philosophy to open many questions without providing the proper answer, right? Or is it a holy grail, like a magic, to disappear all of your problems and help you with that? Or is it kind of big red shiny button to press it and sort out all the problems? Like probably older people think like, okay, this is AI, just press the button, or this is DevSecOps. Maybe it's a methodology with predefined process, pre-requirements and post-requirements, what is needed to go from one stage to another. Or maybe, is it a buzzword? If you ask me, my personal opinion is, this is a little bit of everything, but good to know this is a way how you should shift your mindset and your company mindset to do and embrace DevSecOps culture. So it can be a culture, right? And now I will provide a very short history of DevSecOps. If you're talking about history, it's ages, centuries, decades, years, and this is not more than 10 years. How everything started. Each and every department in the company claimed they can create some very humble script to automate the things, and we call it siloed DevOps. It's bring your own. What is the problem with this? It was very separated, it was isolated, it was silo effect. That's the reason I call it silo DevOps. Then, tools emerge on the market to support you in stages of software development life cycles, and companies try to find best in breed and somehow integrate it and create a Frankenstein. What is the problem? Integration and consistency. Then, I know how to create DevOps, said one company, and then create the tool. Other companies follow up. Also, it's a problem, they're not so deep in that niche, so it can be a problem with unfinished jobs here. Current days, we have DevSecOps platform era, despite the producer. And you are one click away to have up and running your favorite tool, and you can continue doing your nice and beautiful software. Our solution in GitLab, we talk about DevSecOps, but also we have one more product incorporated in the GitLab. It's called GitLab Duo. And what is that? I think your manager will like it because it will boost efficiency and reduce the cost. It will be cheaper and will make you faster at the same time. But it's not only about for the code suggestion, it's each and every phase of software development life cycle. This is a very popular picture in infinite loop, how you're doing your things. What is important here, DevSecOps rookies? You have development part where you create your product. You have operational part to deploy, operate, monitor, and govern. And you're protected immediately outside of the box with security and compliance. That's the reason I put sec in between dev and ops. You should be protected, and you are protected. A little bit different, typical flow for DevSecOps cycle, how you build a product and go through every stage, and how everything is automated. So beautiful. I know it's Friday. If you're lazy and humble like me, just icons to represent stages in software development life cycle. Well, as per GitLab report for 2024, can you guess top 5 investment priorities in IT industry? I was a bit surprised. I will tell you why. Cloud computing, 5th place. I don't know why it's one here, probably formatting problem. People want to automate the thing, right? So I want to move to cloud. I want to automate my process. That's good. DevSecOps platform. I want to have one orchestration. I don't want to have 16, 20 tools, right? AI is the second one. I will put all of my money to bet AI is top priority, but no, can you guess what is the number 1? It is security. In our survey, I think more than 5K companies take a part, so this is a very relevant source. Who guessed it was security? I see one here. Only you? And you? Okay. I think I can afford 2 beers for you. Good luck. As I said, I will completely miss this one. I will vote for AI. It's very popular these days. How are you using AI today? We asked the people and IT professionals to try to understand how they are using and for what they are using AI. So we want to make our product beautiful. It's a must-have these days. Tool chain in age of AI is very complex. We want to squeeze AI to have support in each and every stage of software development life cycle. And we want to unlock AI full potential so we can continue to be lazy. This is a lot of nothing, if you ask me. And this is a real deal. How are you using AI today? Who is using AI in their daily work, despite you are you developers or not? You, I know, you, oh, this is better. So if you incorporate DevSecOps with AI, it will be beautiful, trust me. So, code suggestion is a typical use case when you think about AI. You know, guys, from Copilot, GitLab Duo, etc., up to your preference, most of them are using for that use case. Explanation, I want to understand what these codes work. Not because I'm stupid, but because I'm lazy. In one button click, I got the explanation what this code is doing. Why this is important? I don't know or don't like C++. It's older than me. I want to understand what that code is doing. If I see a piece of C++ code, press a button, understand, so probably I can translate it in my weapon of choice. In this case, it's Python. Summaries of code changes, no more long reading. Time is very appreciated, so yeah, in one button click, you are there. Chatbots are a good answer because it's two-way street, how you can communicate with your tool, going back and forth. So it's not a one-way street anymore. AI tool is using and learning from us, we are doing the same. And of course, summaries of the code review. Then, if you want to know what is the top use case for AI from IT professionals, we try to forecasting and measure what matters. It's super important. We want to know where we are and where we want to go. So vast majority is using that. I want to know what I'm doing. I want to see anomalies. I want to be secure. Then the second one leads us to vulnerability. How secure I am in every moment. AI can give me the answer or can help me here. We're not there yet. Nothing is perfect, but this is what people and how people are using AI. Chatbots, we talk about this. Suggestions who can review our code, which is beautiful. If company is big and you want to scale your business, you want to know who is probably the best person among many others who can do a proper code review change. And this is beautiful, typical DevSecOps. I have pipeline and pipeline failed. What's wrong? Help me to fix this. And usually we are using this very often in our job. I run pipeline to do something on Snowflake and something fail. Oops, I don't have privileges. And AI can help me here to explain, okay guys, Radovan, you should do this and that. Then our question on the survey was, do you as a company are using AI or want or plan to use it in near future? Why this is important? It's growing and vast majority of company will, or we can translate this number like, we are using AI, or we guarantee we'll use it in next 2 years. They're very strong minority, 7% say no, we don't want to use or we don't plan to use. Even more vital is to watch year-on-year changes. How dramatically is changing the trend of using or plan to use AI. If we exclude first one and last one here, what is the trend? It said significantly, it's growing to use AI and any kind of AI tool year on year. If you look at the bottom, this is also a revolution. So think about that. If you're working in any kind of company, I know most of you are IT professionals, think where you are and where you want to be. Of course, nothing is perfect. Just try to find what your trajectory is. Security and compliance. I know I'm boring you about this, but it's super, super important. Vast majority of the professionals say, we want to use AI, but these are the concerns, privacy and security. If you are, I hope you are, in the data world, it's even more playing with data and all other demons. Red data, PI data, GDPR data, this data, that data, it can be a nightmare and a mess. So this is a catch. What about the training for AI professionals? It's a very important aspect. You should be properly trained, all of us should be properly trained to use AI in a smart way, not because of the hype. 25% say, okay, we don't have adequate training in our company, but leadership thinks a bit different. This should be aligned, and there is a discrepancy. So if you're a leader in your company, please provide your people a proper training so they can use AI in a very good fashion. Well, people are crying for training for AI. So bottom line for education is, please give people a training. What developers want? Automatization, collaboration, or AI? Well, I like this slide and these numbers. Why? It touches 3 things. Technical stuff, I want automatization, I want AI assistance, plus human touch, flexible work arrangements. Now it's returned to the office policy and everything. We have no problem with that. And also better pay. I don't want to comment this further, but you know how it's going. So actually, on one slide, it can tell you more. So if you're talking sense of data and numbers, this is very good landscape what developers and IT professionals want here. Why we jump into this about GitLab Duo? Short story about us. It's a very good way to leverage the product. You can't stay where you are. You should move forward. Because everyone else is doing that, you should do that. Otherwise, you're falling behind. Still, this is a marketing thing. And I would say, sometimes we are still struggling about new column, about data governance, about security, everything else. I was on a very big data conference earlier this year with my colleagues here, and they changed the title from data something to be AI something, right? But speakers are the same, venue is the same, even food is the same. But yeah, this attracts many people. So if you want to create organized conference, put AI in a title, like me in this talk, and you solve the problem. Well, what is the approach to become a success story? There are plenty of them, and what we are using. One of our value is using iterative approach. Contrary to disruptive approach, you want to change everything and make a revolution, you should go in very small steps. This is good. Why? Mitigate the risk, make you faster, and you can easily pivot when it's needed. Also, what you can do, if you use iterative increment approach, you can do several types of slicing. You can slice your task horizontally or vertically. That's a good deal because it can be cheap most of the time. And how to leverage dogfooding. Have you ever heard about dogfooding? Do you know what is that? And it's not about the dog, it's not about the food. It's something we use each and every day to understand our product. So we are using GitLab and GitLab Duo, and also our production team, to understand how it's work and how we can leverage functionality from product and make it better. There's also customers who likes it. Sometimes, if you fell in love with your product, it's completely wrong. In my opinion, you need to pivot, tear apart, and move forward. So don't be emotionally connected with your product, not too much. It's because of FinOps, but not only that. Because we have a couple of objectives when it comes to financial operation, and a couple of constraints on the other side. So the problem is how to reconcile those two things. We have multi-cloud challenge because GitLab comes as an installation in several options, SaaS, on-prem, private cloud. We want to remain cloud agnostic, but still, sometimes it's very complex management of cost and usage in the infrastructure. Well, we want to have single source of truth for cloud, billing, and usage. It can be a complex. And how do you measure your success? Or better question is, do you measure your success? Because people often overlook where they are in each and every moment. You should deal with metrics. It's not just create something, it's measure where you are and how you should measure your success. King or queen in this case, in DevSecOps world, is called DORA metrics. And DORA is, I will read something because it's very complex. DORA metrics are used by DevOps teams to measure their performance, and it stands for DevOps Research and Assessment Team. DORA metrics wants to answer the 4 questions. How often you deploy your code? Weekly, daily, in continuous, yearly, never. What is the lead time for change? What does it mean? How much time you need your code is ready to production until your code is working properly in production? As life happens, what is time to restore the service? If something fails, what is your intervention time needed to put everything in operational mode? How often you follow up hotfix after your regular release? It's called change failure rate. As a bottom line, a recap, how reliable your platform is, how many nines you have behind 99.9999%. And DORA metrics will separate you from low performance. You should be elite, but you should not where you are, and you should be able to measure. Despite the tool and processes, you should use some kind of metrics. We warmly suggest DORA metrics in our case. If you use DORA metrics, you can easily measure and track efficiency and your platform current shape and where you want to go. How do we measure your success, or how we measure our success? Very humble and very naive landscape of GitLab created by me, for that. We have a GitLab Duo, as I said. GitLab installation comes in several shapes, 3 of them. GitLab Dedicated is private cloud. You have SaaS option. You want to do self-manage. In any case, you have GitLab Duo. If you choose your favorite IDE tools and weapon of your choice and do the code, what we want to know? What are you typing? What are you prompting? How are you prompting? What you reject? But disclaimer, you're safe. We will never, ever capture any private data in our system. You're secure, you're compliant. We want to know your behavior to provide you the best experience. From here, in GitLab Duo, Snowplow is an analytic tool. Send what you're doing in our enterprise data platform, typical modern data stack. I will not spend time on that. There is separate talk only for that. Or you can use value stream analytics. Among many other things, we mentioned DORA metrics. So you have really 360 overview on your success and your customer success, which is even better, right? Well, let's wrap it up. We're very limited with time. We can talk about this for days. I'm very passionate about this. But few points to be inspired when you leave this room. You can laugh at me, maybe I'm completely wrong, but who cares? Something will happen, we don't know yet. understand how people are using your product. If you're a product company, you should understand how people are using and how you are using products. So please, dog food, eat your own food. That's dog fooding. So please understand your customers. Then iterate. Try to avoid big ideas, big revolution, disruptive, until you are Google or some super big company. But with small steps and experiments, you can be really fast, and it can be very cheap. There is no infinite resources. It's not free money anymore. So be careful about it and use iteration. Sometimes, don't regret, move on, change the direction, and continue with development. Listen to your customers. They will tell you what needs to do. It's not about how you are connected with your product. It's about how you can earn some money, right? Measure what you're doing. Measure how you are doing. Super important. Don't lose track about big change and big picture. People are scared, especially older people stop me on the street and ask, will AI replace all of our jobs? I think no one is replaced yet, which is good. But always think about math teacher protest against calculator in 1966. And this is the picture. I don't know, is this for real? Is this kind of mock-up? But always put a smile on my face. And to close this one with some big sentence, expect the best, prepare for the worst, and capitalize on what comes. Said by Zig Ziglar, and I said, hvala, thank you very much, and thanks for coming. In some case, if you don't know me, please tag. I'm very often on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to discuss with you. As I said, open core, open source, always will be. Put your ideas, swear on me, say bad, nice words, doesn't matter. Let's open a discussion.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you
so much, Radovan. This is for you. I think we do have time for maybe a question or two, if there are any for him. Over here.
Here's one.
Hi, so great presentation, love your energy. My main question is, so you said the analysis you did was on about 5,000 companies, if I got it right, and I'm wondering what type of companies they are. Are they small, medium, large, and are they also product-focused or more service-focused?
Go to website, your favorite browser, type GitLab Survey Report 2024. You can get the full report, and you will see all the landscape inside. It's company around the world, different sizes, so it's very versatile, and I think it's really source of truth to see what is the real situation. So it's not specifically go to enterprises or startups. I think everyone is there. But please, that is what I want to mention and forget a bit. Go to the internet if you want more of these numbers to see how people are doing these days. Do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.